morning, guys. It is about 5:30. I'm about 15 to 20 minutes late from where I wanted to be. It's August 1st, opening morning of the cow elk hunt that both myself and my son Caleb have. The season, we've got 17 days to hunt in August, and if we don't tag out, we can hunt again in October for about 22 days, I think it is. So overall, that's pretty good amount of days to be able to get in the field. I only have about 2 to 3 hours this morning. I'm mainly just going to glass. I mean, if I see some elk, certainly we'll see if I can make a move on them. But I'm just looking to see if they're in this basin that's part of the unit that we have. And if I can glass them up today, then really the main thing I want to do is come back in here Friday and Saturday when I have a little more time and see if we can get after them. So thanks for coming along today. Hopefully if you guys are starting to get out in the field for your tags this year, stay safe and good luck tagging a buck or a bull. Guys, I've been glassing for about an hour. I have not seen any elk yet. Got a bull moose that is feeding over on the other side of the canyon. I forgot my telephoto for the camera though, so you guys won't be able to see it. If anything, it just looks like a black dot. It's about 6:30. So glass for another hour and a half or so at least before I head down for the day. So, beautiful morning though. It's warm. Wasn't even really any coolness in the breeze even before the sun came up. So. Guys, we hit the trailhead at about 5:15 this morning. This is the second day of our cow elk hunt. Caleb's with me today. We're watching two bulls cross the valley up in that open patch of ground at the top of the ridge there. They're both 6x6s. The bottom one's nice. I know you can't see on the camera from here, but we're going to hang out for a little while here and see if any elk come out of any cows, come out of the trees from up above them. So I'm going to combine this video with the opening morning when I went out by myself. It was really slow. I didn't see anything other than one bull moose, so I didn't take a lot of video. So we'll add this to it, and hopefully we can get on some cows today and make it happen. Guys, we've got 3 cows across the valley on the top of that avalanche chute right there. It's about 8 o'clock, so we got plenty of time, so we're just trying to figure out the best plan of attack. We definitely have to close some distance there. Gosh, they're probably 1,500, maybe more. It's real thick, a lot of deadfall up on this side. If we can get over to that avalanche chute though, work our way up it. Well guys, we blew that stalk. We were probably within 40, maybe 50 yards of them, I would guess. So they dropped down in the timber. We dropped all the way down the other side of the canyon, came up. We had a good wind, and we could hear them chirping, we could hear them mewing. We busted a deer. We probably got within 8 yards of it. Stuff was really thick, and I don't know if it ran them off. It was just so thick in there we couldn't see. Anyway, you know how it goes. So now we've replayed it in our minds and wondered, should we have just stayed at the bottom of that avalanche chute and just waited, see if they had bedded down in there, if they were feeding inside the timber. I think they had bedded down. But anyway, we're not 100% sure which way they went out, but we're just going to play the wind and hike up here on the top of the ridge with the wind in our face and see if we can locate them again or find a little herd. But there are at least 6 different elk in that little group, 5 cows and 1 little spike. So anyway, So we're seeing elk, so that's a good sign, and hopefully we can find them again before the end of the day and see if we can get it done. Well guys, we made it back to the truck. 9.3 miles, 800 feet of elevation gain on the one ridge and then 1,600 on the other, so 2,400 feet of elevation gain. We blew that stock, so we will try again next time we're out. Thanks for coming along. Hope you guys have a good day. Well, hey guys, thanks so much for coming along with us on that elk hunt earlier this week. You know, we blew that stock on those cows, and so we've kind of talked about it and thought about it, and I think the big mistake we made is just, you know, going in that area and not staying on the other side of the creek where we could just see. But what happened is, from our side of the canyon, that avalanche chute looked like it was pretty low as far as the vegetation. I thought we'd be able to get over there and be able to see all the way up the chute, so that if those cows busted out of the timber, you know, we'd be able to take a shot. Because from our side of the canyon, it looked low cut. It's obviously all a matter of perspective. Once we got over there and crossed the creek and started going up into that avalanche chute, all the vegetation was taller than me. I'm 6 foot tall, my son is about 6'2", and all those little saplings and all the weeds, you know, were our height or taller. And so we got in a situation where we couldn't see anything. And once we had a different perspective, you know, had I known ahead of time how thick and how tall that was, and I should have. I mean, I've been in the mountains before, but I just wasn't thinking. Anyway, I've been thinking more about it. It just reminded me how important perspective is, perspective in life. Because if we have the wrong perspective, it's easy to get stuck in bad situations. And so I'm constantly trying to remind myself to have an eternal perspective on things. You know, Colossians 3:2 says, set your mind on the things above, not on the things that are on the earth. And that's something that's real easy to say, but I don't think it's real easy to do. But that is important for us, to live the kind of lives that really give us satisfaction, that give us freedom. I think it's important that we have an eternal perspective, and that we set our minds and set our hearts on the things that are above. Because in the grand scheme of things, if you think about it, even if you live to be 90, 100 years old here on earth, in the grand scheme of eternity, this life on earth is like that. It's going to be gone. And so as fun as all these things that we do are on earth, we really need to be about the business of preparing for eternity. So anyway, that's just a good reminder for me. I hope that might be an encouragement for you. We plan to get back out on the mountain this coming weekend, and hopefully we'll get another shot at those elk. If not those elk specifically, obviously some others in that area. So thanks for coming along. I've got a newfound respect for you guys out there who film your hunts. I mean, that's really the first time I've ever tried to film a hunt. I got very little video footage because I would, you know, get caught up in the hunt. And so for you guys, you know, some of you guys that do solo hunts and film it and you get the kill shots on film, man, my hat's off to you. I'm just super impressed with your ability to do that. So hopefully we'll get better at it. I think maybe my other son, Andrew, is going to come along this coming Saturday. He does not have a tag, so we'll try and get him behind the camera more, and hopefully we'll get some better shots for you guys. So thanks for all your support. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do so. If you haven't turned on your notifications so that you get notified every time a new video comes out, that would be awesome too. And if you guys are out in the field yet, you're trying to punch a tag, good luck and stay safe.